Now, your Call Sam forecast first with Chief Meteorologist Jared Floyd.
Clearing skies across the area, the clouds moving out, sunshine, lower humidity working its way back in across the Arklatex in northwestern Louisiana. We'll look for lows tonight to drop back to near 70 degrees, and that is again with clearing skies across the Arklamis. And we'll look for high temperatures tomorrow to top back out near 90 degrees. Again, plenty of sunshine, but low humidity through the afternoon. That's your forecast first. NBC 10 News at 6 starts now.
Live from your local news leader, this is NBC 10 News at 6.
Right now, Monroe Housing Authority tells residents stop blowing smoke, the indoor ban for all public housing. How tenants are reacting.
And a man accused of killing a former girlfriend on Facebook Live faces off with a judge. We've got the update on his plea from the court.
And fury sparks a fire. Literally, the arson case, the law says, arose out of jealousy. We thank you for your time and for your trust. I'm Gordon Boyd.
I'm Natasha Williams. A nationwide smoking ban is now in effect for millions of families in public housing. NBC 10's Bria Jones talks to the Monroe Housing Authority about the decision to ban smoking inside units, and hears from residents about how that ban will impact their lives. Right, Bria?
That's right, Gordon and Natasha. Nearly 2 years ago, the Department of Housing and Urban Development's smoking ban was passed. Today, that bill went into effect across the country, making it illegal to light any tobacco products inside any public housing property.
We pay rent, long as we keep it clean and don't pick and throw stuff all over the yard and stuff, I don't feel like they should be in it.
Residents at Burke Jones Lane sounding off about the new smoking ban. Clara Tony says she's lived in public housing for 20 years and has been smoking cigarettes longer than that.
But I've been smoking over 20-some years. I started smoking when I was 19 years old, and I'm 68 now.
The Department of Housing and Urban Development smoking ban was passed back in 2016, going into effect today, making it illegal to smoke inside public housing property. Monroe Housing Authority Executive Director Frank Wilcox says the ban will help cut maintenance costs.
It's very much more expensive to paint and redecorate and turn these pots back to a nice state than it was of a non-smoker.
A year and a half ago, it was implemented in senior housing. And so far, he says it's been smooth sailing.
We had very little resistance, and most people were very appreciative that they didn't have smokers around them.
Shamika Merriweather, a mother of 5, says she agrees. She hopes it will help her stop smoking and protect children in the area.
Kids secondhand smoke, and I don't think this is right because we're killing our kids.
Others saying it's hard to break old habits.
I'm not coming out here at no 12, 1 o'clock when I want a cigarette at night to smoke. Now, I'm sorry if they don't like it, they won't put me out. I have to find somewhere to stay, but I ain't doing it.
The ban does not include e-cigarettes or chewing tobacco. Wilcox says if Monroe Housing Authority finds out a resident is smoking, they will receive a warning. After that, police will be involved and the resident will be asked to leave. In the studio, Bria Jones, NBC 10, your local news leader.
Thanks a lot, Bria. Police have arrested the second suspect in the shooting of a teenage girl on Keller Street in West Monroe. Dylan Langley has been booked into the Washita Correctional Center on one count of attempted second-degree murder. William Kane, the other suspect, was arrested Saturday morning.
Monroe police want you to be on the lookout for a man suspected of home invasion and domestic abuse. 28-year-old Willie James Cook, also charged with unauthorized entry and a felon in possession of a firearm. If you've seen Willie James Cook or know where he is, call Monroe police at 318-329-2600.
The man accused of killing his ex-girlfriend on Facebook Live enters a not guilty plea. Jonathan Robinson is charged with second-degree murder in the April 11th death of Renita Williams. He allegedly shot and killed her as she begged for her life on Facebook Live. Now, during his arraignment this afternoon, Robinson interrupted his lawyer by saying the not guilty plea was his lawyer's plea and not his. Robinson also is charged with 7 counts of attempted second-degree murder for the police officer he's accused of shooting and injuring, as well as 6 officers he shot at. He's due back in court in September. Prosecutors said they will seek the death penalty against Robinson.
A home that was considered a staple in the Camden community has burned to the ground, and investigators are certain the fire was set.
Please tell NBC 10's Sheriff Cobbs the person who set that fire is no stranger.
Soot and ash is all Dean Quarles has left of his dear friend Richard Milner's home, a 40-year friendship that was filled with tons of memories.
There's a group of us began having Thursday night meetings at my house. Thursday night meetings meant we ate a lot of food.
The building was well known in the Camden community. Over the years, it was once a mortuary and later a doctor's office. But once Milner purchased it, it was his home, making it known for its beautiful decor. After his passing, Richard left the house to Dean and 2 other companions. He requested they have an estate sale and then sell the home itself.
We were trying to carry out all his wishes, just like he asked us to.
Before they could get that far, the house went up in flames. Police say a week ago, around 6 in the morning, they responded to William Street to the report of gunshots. William Milner was arrested and charged. At the very same time, there was a suspicious house fire at 120 Van Buren, the home of Richard Milner, William's uncle. And they say William was responsible.
A lot of emotions went through there. First of all, anger, suspicion about what might have happened. As time went along, we kept looking at it. We kept thinking about the items that were inside. Richard had a lot of things in there from around the world.
Now, all those keepsakes of his long adventure-filled life are lost within the rubble.
It's been such a staple here in Camden. No matter what it was used for, it was part of us, and it's gone now. And it's a shame the way it was destroyed.
And although the home may be gone, his friends say Richard's eccentric personality will forever live in their hearts. Sherith Cobbs, NBC 10, your local news leader.
William Milner is charged with arson, residential burglary, possession of firearm by certain person, and discharging firearms within city limits. His bond is $100,000.
More than 430 new Louisiana laws take effect tomorrow. Among them, tougher hazing penalties following the death of an LSU freshman in a fraternity drinking ritual. Louisiana's waiting period to get married dropping from 72 hours to 24 hours. From license to ceremony, schools have to give parents information about flu causes and vaccines. No more ban on switchblades, though. You can't tether pets during a hurricane or flood. Video poker facilities will have fewer rules. Companies selling DNA testing kits have to tell Louisiana customers if their genetic material will be used for research or other purposes. The bus stops here. Route changes causing outrage and frustration for some folks in Union Parish.
How drastic are the changes and what's to blame for the extended hours of bus time? We asked the questions and we have the answers.
Money for airport improvements has landed at some South Arkansas airports. The answers to who gave, how much, and what for.
Well, clouds and rain on their way out. Unseasonably pleasant conditions on their way in for the first 2 days of August. Now, what does that completely entail? We'll have the answers as NBC 10 News at 6 continues.
Next, E.T. Justin Bieber, a member of Bachelor Nation.
Hey, bro. Like your show.
Plus, we're on the Mexico set of Bachelor in Paradise.
I'm having so much fun.
Next, E.T.
Weekdays at 6:30 on KTVE 10.
It's one of the most anticipated midterm elections in history, and NBC News has full coverage from across the country to your local team. How will it impact you? Join NBC for complete coverage of Decision 2018.
Hey, you're the guy taking my baby girl out, huh?
Yes, sir.
Where you think you're taking her?
Just to dinner, sir.
Hang on. You got your car from Hickson?
Yes, sir.
Welcome to the family, son.
With an incredible inventory at family-friendly prices, we've got something for everyone. So you pick it out and we'll work it out. Because Hickson has it.
Think fast. I'm just messing with you.
Hello, everybody. Pro Rodeo announcer Andy Stewart here, reminding you it is almost time for the 61st edition of Louisiana's largest outdoor pro rodeo, the Deep South PRCA Rodeo. Top Hand Services Sandblasting and Painting, Winsboro Chrysler Dodge Jeep Ram, Carroll C. Nelson Tractor, and the Louisiana Lottery bring you the Deep South Pete Carr Classic Pro Rodeo in Winsboro, August 2nd, 3rd, and 4th at 8 p.m. nightly. Advance tickets are on.
You're watching NBC 10 News at 6 with Gordon Boyd, Natasha Williams, Chief Meteorologist Jared Floyd, and Sports with Gene Ponte.
Back to school's only days away, and bus changes are coming for Union Parish schools.
Meaning some kids will have to wake up in the wee hours of the morning. NBC 10's Randy Ayala has been talking with district leaders and upset parents. Right, Randy?
Gordon, Natasha, students who ride the bus to school at Union Parish Elementary, High School, Downsville Community Charter, and Darbone Woods Charter School are going to have to brace themselves for an earlier wake-up call when school starts in August. Parents are worried about what the 3 extra hours of bus time will do to their kids' performance in school. Marion resident Brandon Kelly has 3 daughters at Darbone Woods Charter School. He says since they've been going to school there, they have a set routine in the morning.
We'll get dressed, eat breakfast and get their clothes on, and to be at the bus stop in Marion about 6:40.
But after receiving this letter in the mail from the school board, Kelly says his girls' routine is going to change.
Picked up at 5:55 in the morning, which means they got to get up at 5 o'clock in the morning, and that's too much on them.
Union Parish School Board Superintendent Ted Reeves says less parish schools and budget cuts are the reason behind the changes.
Union Parish has had to go through some budget cuts due to, a tax didn't get passed, a renewal didn't get passed.
Meaning transfer drivers stationed across the parish will not be there when the school year starts.
We've had to eliminate some routes and redo some structure.
Brandon Kelly says he used to drop his 3 daughters off here at Marion High School for the bus to pick them up. Now with the changes, even though the bus is coming to them, it still means less sleep and longer days for his kids.
Superintendent Reeves admits the changes are going to be tough on the kids, but with Union Parish being the 2nd largest landmass parish in the state, changing bus routes was necessary to accommodate more students and less money.
We're having to take kids from the Marion and Dean area, Spearsville, and bring them all to Farmville.
Kelly says the new routes put a lot of stress on his 4th and 5th grade daughters.
That's 3 hours a day on a bus. No kids have to do that.
Mr. Reeves says the school district will try this out when school starts and see how it goes. He says he has a plan B ready if this doesn't work.
Hire somebody to stay in a particular spot, and everybody bring your kids to that spot.
Reeves says he will be monitoring the situation closely. He says he's willing to do whatever he can to alleviate some of that bus time. In the studio, Randy Ayala, NBC 10, your local news leader.
Thanks a lot, Randy. Several smaller airports across the ArkLaMiss are getting money from the Federal Aviation Administration to make improvements. That includes Harrell Field in Camden, Arkansas. They're getting just over $115,000 to rehabilitate the aprons at the airport. Stell Field in Crossett is getting just over $500,000 for runway rehab, and Grinder Field in Pine Bluff is getting $149,000 for taxiway constructions. Now, this is the same pool of money that is spanning the Monroe Regional Airport's runway. Also in Louisiana, the Jonesville Airport in Catahoula Parish is getting just over $300,000 for apron repairs.
Gotta love this. If only it could last, what, maybe 2 more days?
Forever?
I was thinking like 6 more weeks.
Well, yeah,
that would be awesome, or forever.
Yeah, it is.
Tony Floyd here.
Yeah, well, it'd be nice for it to hang out for the rest of the summer, but not so fast. We'll have a full look at the forecast next.
Wednesday on NBC 10 Today, there's a new dance studio in the Twin Cities, and we've got the deets to keep you on your toes.
Plus, Reed has the latest on your workday forecast. It's Wednesday starting at 5 right here on NBC 10 Today.
Are you